Hello, hello, sweet honeybees. I hope you're having an absolutely wonderful day today. This is just going to be kind of a little update vlog about some of the things that have been happening in my life over the last week. If you have watched anything that I've uploaded recently, you have heard me talking about how I've really been struggling with my mental health and how I even reached a low point feeling like I wanted to give up to where I had made plans to have someone watch my dog so I could check myself into a psychiatric hospital, but Spirit had other plans. So I decided to focus on recommitting to myself and focus on downsizing my life and working towards calling in my dream life and really going after my dreams and my goals. And this week, that has most definitely been the theme of my life, and it has felt so good. Let me tell you, I fell off my diet last year, around August or so, and I lost 35 pounds last year, but over the last year or so, I've gained about 15 pounds as I've been emotional eating. I haven't really been paying attention to my diet or caring too much about what I'm putting into my body. Well, I do care, but I do it anyway, and then I shame myself for it, which is not beneficial whatsoever. But over the last couple of days, I've really buckled down on my diet again. I've actually eaten vegetarian for most of this week, except for today after church, because I went to church with my neighbors today. They've been asking me to go. I need it out of the house, and I honestly need a sense of community. And even if I do not consider myself Christian, I can still find some truths within it. And honestly, they have a pretty nice congregation. Everybody was super friendly. I agreed with a lot of the things they were talking about. Not quite everything. I definitely have some differing perspectives, seeing as how I'm more of a shamanic omnist. If I had to label my beliefs, but I am honestly trying to kind of distance myself from the need of having to label my beliefs because I believe that there is truth and falsehoods in everything, and that God is a special personal connection that is unique to every individual. But I do agree that community is really important. So I went with them to church today. They were kind enough to take me out to eat after church. As we were leaving, I actually ran into my grandmother's husband. He was eating alone at a table behind us as I turned around to walk out. And I spoke to him for a minute. He told me that my grandmother fell. She's in like a nursing facility at the moment down the road from my house. So I'm going to make some time to go see her. My grandmother has dementia. I've kind of been reconnecting a little bit with her over the last year after kind of distancing myself for the sake of my own healing. But her health has been declining, and she's my last living grandparent, and I don't want to miss out on time regardless of our differences with the state of her health. That doesn't really matter right now. So that happened today. But something else that happened today, going back to how I've just kind of been focusing on recommitting to myself this week. Not only have I been getting rid of clothing, donating things, starting to really like clean up my house. I've been posting things for sale on Marketplace for lower prices, because I'm just trying to get rid of things, and it's not about the money. I'm just kind of trusting that the more I let go of the attachments that I have to things, that it will come back to me. It's all a part of the process of becoming a new person that I have never been before and trying to create this new life that I've always wanted. I can't do that by holding on to things. So I've been focusing on that this week. And today, a woman actually came by my house to buy these end tables that my great grandfather made by hand. And I didn't even, I knew they were vintage and my great grandparents, and it was already kind of difficult making the decision to let them go. But as I was moving them out of the back bedroom where they've been in storage, and I was like really looking at them and spending this time with them before I release them to their new life, I started realizing how they're exactly like my sewing table that I have sitting over here that I know for a fact my grandfather made. And then I just had this realization, my great grandfather made these end tables. And I'll be honest, there's that little bit of guilt in me for releasing them. But at the end of the day, the woman even asked me, "Are you sure you want to get rid of them?" when I told her that they were handmade by my great grandfather. I just told her that I'm trying to create this new life for myself, and the life that I'm trying to create, I cannot hold on to all of these items that I have been clinging to as part of my identity. And while the items have sentimental value, the memories, the love that went into them, at the end of the day, they are just material possessions, and they do not define who I am as a human being. They do not define my connection to my passed on loved ones. It's not me giving up on them. It's me choosing to love myself and have my own life, something that I know my passed on loved ones would want me to have for myself, instead of clinging on to these objects that are slowly, decaying in my possession because I don't take care of them. I'm trying to create and build this new life for myself, and part of that is releasing this old identity and letting go of the attachments that I have to my past. Because when you let go of the past, you welcome in the new to enter your life. And if I'm getting this new life, those items deserve a new life too. My great grandfather's love, time, and effort went into creating those tables, and this woman's going to restore them and find them their forever homes where they're going to be loved and cherished the way that they are worthy of. Just as I feel I am worthy of having new life and being loved and achieving my dreams, I want to offer new life to those tables as well. So I sold them today. When I finished helping this woman load them into the car, it was actually 333, 333, which is the first angel number I ever saw when I became aware, like fully aware and understood who I am and my divinity and my soul's purpose. So it was all just confirmation that I'm doing the right thing, no matter how difficult it may be. I won't lie, I came to my bedroom and I cried after she left, because it's just like, I just did that. I did the same thing when I got rid of my clothes, and those aren't even sentimental, and I still cried because it's just like this little part of me is dying. But you have to die in order to be reborn. And I've just been very proud of myself and the steps that I have been taking this week to really take my goals and my dreams seriously. I submitted an application to be certified for something within my state this week. I will go into detail about that later. I don't really want to give too much away at this point in time, but I am finally taking the goals and the dreams that I do have seriously, and I am working on very big things right now that I feel like is going to help a lot of people. Working Lost Lands just kind of put things into perspective for me and just gave me confirmation on these ideas that I've had floating around in my head since I went to Electric Forest in 2024. And I'm finally taking concrete steps to work towards achieving those dreams. And it feels really, really good to finally be believing in myself and that I'm capable. Something else I've been working on this week, I've really buckled down and been focusing on a script, kind of sharing a little bit more of my spirituality and kind of stepping into a position of spiritual teaching, which also feels really good because the last time I kind of tried to put myself out there in that way and try to help people learn and see, I got attacked for it. And it kind of contributed to me cutting off that part of myself for a little bit. I detached from my spirituality and my spiritual practice quite a bit, but I'm finally reaching that point where I'm believing in myself and I'm trusting in myself despite what other people's perceptions of me may be. I am not asking anyone to follow me or to agree with me. I am just here to share my personal truth, my perspectives, what Source is telling me to share, and you take what resonates and you leave the rest. I have been inspired by noticing other people that are having the exact same feelings and observations that I have had, but when they talk about it publicly to try to seek some kind of reassurance, they are also attacked for it. They are told that they're delusional or that they need to lay off drugs, even when they're sober, things that I was told. And people pretty much being gaslit into doubting their intuition and doubting what their spirit is telling them and what their bodies are telling them. And I want to provide reassurance for those that may be feeling ostracized in the music community, particularly because that's a community that I've been heavily involved in, where I've been witnessing stuff like this in. And you know, leaders do not come here to fit into dumb little popularity contests. Leaders do not come here to think and go with the herd. Leaders are here to oppose herd mentality and to question the narrative that is being taught and teach others how to question the narrative as well. And again, I'm not asking anyone to blindly follow me. I just want to encourage other people to trust themselves, listen to themselves, not other human beings. You know, other human beings lie, they wear masks. You never know who anyone truly is or what their intentions are. You have to learn how to trust yourself first and foremost. And I want to be the kind of person that helps other people learn how to do that and teaches other people how to do that, because true power, having power, true power is helping to empower other people, not having power over them. I want others to become free thinkers too and help others unravel this programming that has been instilled into them since the very beginning. And I have been working on things that I feel like are finally me taking the steps to become the person that I have always been destined to become. And I'm just very excited about what the future holds. I have been on a roller coaster ride this year of ups and downs, doubting myself, questioning myself, wanting to give up. But this is October. We're in autumn. It's my season. And this is the time of harvest. And it's all about acknowledging and seeing the beauty in dying. And I'm killing the old version of me so that I may be reborn into the person that I've always dreamed of being, that I've always been destined to become. And it's a really good feeling. Big things coming. I'm so happy you're here. If you're listening, if you're supporting me, I'm very grateful. I meant to mention in the very beginning of this video that I'm back over 200 subscribers after losing a couple of subscribers earlier this week. And I just want to say that I am very, very grateful for anyone that has supported me or listened to the things that I have to say thus far. I do not show my gratitude enough, as I should, but it does not go unnoticed. And I am very appreciative and grateful that you are here, because what I'm trying to build and what I'm trying to create is not just about me. It is about the collective human experience. It is about humanity as a collective. And all of our stories matter. All of our voices matter. All of our lives matter. And if you have a story yourself that you would like to tell, please reach out to me, because I want to help you tell it. I want to hear your story. I want to help you feel seen and heard. I'm still working on my own skills, but that's okay. We're always learning. We're always growing. And I just want to do something positive in this world and give back to this world in servitude. Yeah. Thank you so much. I can't stress that enough. Well, I will end it there because I need to go record my episode that I'm releasing tomorrow. It's all about witchcraft and music. And if that is something you're into, please keep an eye out. I hope you have an absolutely wonderful rest of your day, night, week, month, year, and life. I love you so much. I'm grateful you're here. Stay curious.